Players ask me all the time, how do I get low on the court? And there's really more technique than you would ever imagine to this. So I figured there's no better way than actually stepping on the court and showing you guys. Check it out. All right, so you hear it all the time from coaches, get low, low man wins. But if we're not doing it the right way, not only is it not gonna be as effective, it's also gonna put us at risk for injury. So I'll teach you how to do it the right way. So when it comes down to it, there's actually a technique to getting low. A lot of the best ball handlers, they don't come up the court low, already in that position. They come up high, and then they're able to drop in a snap of a finger down to that low position. So this is gonna come down to relaxation. And what I mean by this is literally just letting ourselves fall, letting gravity do its work. So if we're trying to get into a low position right here, and we're contracting all of our muscles, we're gonna go slower. We literally have to let ourselves fall into that low position. So how do we work on this? It's gonna come down to practice. Not even just ball handling drills. There's some drills that I'll show you guys that we can do without a basketball. The more you start to apply that to the court, the better you're gonna be able to relax and get into these low positions. So the key to all of these is just letting gravity do its thing. We're literally just letting ourselves fall and then catching it quickly at the bottom. We don't have to go high reps here. We're just teaching our brain to do this. And then like I said, we can add in that ball. So we're teaching ourselves to do it while dribbling. So one quick tip that I always teach players is to kind of use your feet to get into this. So when I'm high right here, my feet are narrow. When I try to drop low, they're naturally gonna go wide. All right, so when they go wide, I naturally drop lower. It's easier for me to relax and get into that low position. So you don't wanna have your feet narrow and you're trying to get low, you're gonna end up bending over, arching your back. You get wide right here, boom. It's a much more natural position. Number 2, mobility. So if you're able to relax, get into these positions, you're still not gonna be able to access it if you don't have the mobility to be in these really low positions. So if you look at the best ball handlers, Kyrie, Kemba, even Steph, they're able to drop into these really low positions. Right here, they're unloading this foot. So most of the weight's on this leg. They're able to internally rotate right here, get into these positions that'll allow them to be really shifty. But I see a lot of players, especially young guys, where they want to drop into those positions, they're able to relax, get into those positions, but they don't have that internal rotation mobility, all these kind of joint ranges of motion that'll let you get into those positions. So these guys like Kyrie, Kemba, all the best guards who are able to get into these low positions, they didn't stretch themselves in these positions. They didn't do mobility every day, if we're being honest. They really just played themselves into these positions. So with my players, a lot of the drills that I'll do, especially kind of warming up into that ball handling, is gonna include mobility as we're handling the ball. So see on all these drills how I'm internally rotating that hip, getting into that low position. Eventually with drilling this out, it's gonna become something that's second nature. Once you're able to get into these positions, it's gonna be easier for you to get lower. The more we're able to get in these positions as we handle the ball, the more comfortable we're gonna feel, the more we're gonna be able to use them in game. So number 3 is strength. If you're mobile enough to get low, if you're able to relax and get low, but you can't catch yourself at that bottom and be strong in these positions, your brain's not gonna let you get low. If it knows that you can't explode in and out of this position right here, your brain knows best. It's gonna stop it before anything. So we have to be able to hold these postures first before anything. Apart from all the weight room strength, we need to be able to literally sit in these positions right here, holding these isometrically, and get strong in these really specific situations. So whether it be a crossover position right here, a low snatch back, whatever it may be, all these positions, we're not only obviously strengthening those muscles, but we're teaching our brain like, okay, we can get in these positions, we're comfortable in these positions, now we can work out of them and use them in our game. But it's important that as we kind of pattern these movements, as we're doing these isometrics, we want to focus on the right technique, because if we hold these positions and then we add them to our actual game and we're doing the wrong posture as we're practicing them, we're going to do the wrong posture in the game. So we want to focus on most of the weight on one leg, chest slightly up, really be in these good postures as we're holding them. So now I'm holding these isometric positions. These are the same positions that we're going to have to get into in the game. So we really want this posture to be perfect. I generally go for 20 seconds to a minute, but try to accumulate up to 2 minutes total. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, let me know what you think. Follow me on Instagram at ByAnyMeansBasketball for way more. Stay tuned.